Rich the truck guy, Metter Dodge, 9501 South Freeway. Wanted to show you this brand new item that we have here. Wanted to take a few minutes, go over it, and show you something new for 2020. They've actually re-released the Recon Edition Rubicon. This is the first one that we have, that we've received anyway. It is in the ocean blue. It's still a Rubicon, but as you can already see by the wheels, you get a different styling package on the wheels. You get this new bumper that they have available for Jeep. This is part of the new accessories line that they have available. Also, you get the blacked out grille insert, as well as the hood decal here. Okay, so you get this nice little push bar here. It is a steel bumper. It is a three-piece. Let's walk around, take a look at some other features we got here. So you do get the little vinyl decal here around the venting. You get the Recon Edition logo on the side, of course trail rated. You get the wider rock rails, kind of like the Moabs have. Again, color match hard top, color matched on the fenders. You get steel rear bumper as well. Here we go. Your spare tire matches the wheels. You got the trailer hitch down there. You have the oversized spare tire hinge reinforcement on the back door. Yes, I know it's wet. I actually did just run it through the car wash. It's looking a little dirty. This thing just came off the truck today. So something I wanted everybody to see here. That is the One Touch power top that opens basically like a giant sunroof. Here in just a minute, I'll get things going and we'll fire it up and actually get it opened up here for you. So that's the outside. This thing, I mean, this thing is just absolutely amazing. I saw this thing earlier today and I was like, I knew I had to get a video of it and show everybody, show you what it is. Okay, so first thing you probably caught a glimpse of is the red seat belt. So everything else inside is Rubicon, basically. Here's where we stand out inside. These amazing red seat belts. Sorry about that. Have my TARDIS going off there. For those who don't know, that's a time and relative dimension in space. So let's just turn the accessories on here and go ahead and open this up for you here. So there you go, it's fully open now. Take a look. It is, it's kind of the best of both worlds here. You get the soft top and the hard top. Now I know what everybody's saying. Oh, I want the hard top because you can still take everything off. Well, what you don't know is that you can still pop these back windows out. Okay, they have two clips here, one on each side, and these back windows actually come right out. So you can still have the open air as well. And again, they carried the red seat belts over into the rear. You do have the leather finish with the red stitching everywhere. You can still fold your seats down. Got an amazing amount of storage back here, as with all Wranglers. There's your little center console with cup holders built into the headrest. I mean, this thing is just full of little features right here. So let's check the back out. And of course, like on all the new JLs, you've got your little guide to go by here. Gives you what your ground clearance is on a 2-door and 4-door, what your approach angle is, and how deep you can go through water in the water fording section. Here we go. Got the whole back end opened up for you. Again, you see those red seat belts. This does have the Alpine stereo system in it, so you do get the big subwoofer as well. You get the 12-volt cigarette lighter plug here. This right here is your Freedom storage bag, so you can actually, I'm still not sure, other than the fact that it actually holds your windows on the one-touch rooftop. Let's see. Okay, so you have a little toolkit and a worn bag there for possible winch accessories, maybe? Anyway, so standard Wrangler features here. You've got your place to put all your bolts when you pull your doors, windshield off, and everything. Let's see. And of course, you have your large bin right here. This large bin is actually good for storing all kinds of stuff, even wet things, because it does have a drain plug in the middle for you to pop open and drain it out. Now down here is where you keep your jack and your jack tire tools. It's a handy dandy little compartment, and it's right under the same compartment you put all your nuts and bolts in for when you pull the doors off. Okay. Man, I really dig this Recon edition. I'm glad they brought it back out. I know a bunch of people have asked if they were going to do any special edition Wranglers, such as the Recon edition, as they have in years past. And so far this year, they've brought the Willys back, and of course, they've brought the Recon. And I like the Recon. I especially like the one-touch powered roof. I like the wider rock rails on it because now it saves you from having to buy an aftermarket accessory that doubles as a step. It's actually a wide enough step or space, you can actually use it as a step. So in the event you get into some of those deeper areas and you need to step out and kind of help guide, but you want to stay on the side, well, you can stay standing on those. Again, you see the Recon logo, Rubicon. Now, this one here is one of my favorites just because I'm a huge fan of the color blue, especially this ocean blue. I mean, I am in love with this color. I wish I could have everything in this color. Check it out, a little Easter egg here. Like on all the new Wranglers, you get the little flip-flop footprints. Also, you get the little Willys in the windshield here. I mean, you get the vinyl decal and the black grill inserted, which is a very nice touch. Yeah, I mean, that's the Recon. That's the new Recon edition. I know there's not a whole lot added to it, but I imagine that, now I'm looking at this thing, and I'm getting the vibe that this thing has a higher ground clearance than a standard Rubicon. I'm going to actually have to go put it next to a regular Rubicon and check this thing out. But I like this thing. I really do. Let's take a look. So we're MSRP'd at $58,535. See, here you go right here, $58,535. This thing does have the 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder e-torque engine, which I know a lot of people out there, I can't believe Jeep put a 4-cylinder in there. Needs more power, needs a V8. They should have done a Hemi. I know there's a lot of backlash over that. But I'll tell you, until you've driven one of these little 4-cylinders, you really don't know what you're talking about, because these little 4-cylinders with the turbo in them are just hot. They're fast. They have a lot of pickup. They're very torquey. They're gonna get you in and out of those holes that you're off-roading through, especially when you pair them up with these Falcon Wild Country tires. Just, I mean, it's a pretty aggressive tread. you don't normally see on, something that they would consider an on-road vehicle. And I know this thing is geared towards off-road. It's a Jeep for crying out loud. But something that most people or a lot of people are going to be driving all the time, you don't normally see tires that aggressive, especially not factory. So yeah, that's the Rubicon Recon for 2020. Like I said, back of the seats for all the new ones have this basically molly gear style setup for you to put attachments and hang things off of. You still got your 110 plug back here, USB and charge ports, window controls, rear air. You still have your overhead bar with the speakers and all that stuff in it, and you've got dome lights in the rear, and I mean, you've got everything. And I know a lot of people are going to say $59,000 for a Jeep, that's outrageous. Well, I understand, absolutely understand where you're coming from. I really do. And I do think they are on the higher end of the pricing scale, which is kind of sad because, as a lot of people say, not everybody can own a Jeep like this. Not everybody will have the opportunity, because $59,000 is a lot of money for a vehicle. I mean, used to $59,000, you were looking at getting a Mercedes. You were looking at getting, something top-end luxury. But here's the thing. These aren't just your basic Jeeps anymore. These aren't just your basic Wranglers anymore. These things are smarter than we are. They've got this full electronic infotainment system in there that's got GPS navigation. I mean, it's got off-road pages to tell you, like, what your angles are at. I mean, there's so many things in here. Let's see if the off-road pages will pull up. There's so many things in here that this truck can do. Like, this one's got heated seats, heated steering. It's got remote start, downhill descent control. See, you didn't used to have things like this in the Jeeps. The old Jeeps were just basically a box with four wheels and a chassis that you put money into upgrading axles and transfer case and drive shafts in, and you made them what you wanted to. Well, the car manufacturers decided, instead of y'all spending that much money after the fact, why don't we give you something that's already got a bunch of the stuff you want, since you're going to end up paying that for it anyway, and you can just roll it into the monthly payment. So you've got your accessory gauges, you've got pitch and roll angles here. I mean, these are things that you would normally have, you wouldn't have had, 15, 20 years ago. And of course, as more technology develops, of course, these vehicles are going to get smarter, but that also means they're going to get expensive. They're gonna have more cost attached to them. But for modern conveniences such as cruise control, heated seats, downhill descent control, climate control, you do have front sway bar disconnect. You got front and rear lockers, auxiliary switches down there. You got you can Bluetooth your phone. You can still do all these things, and then you have this remote one-touch open top here. These are all things that are going to add to the price of the vehicle, and they make the vehicle just that much more special. So again, you do have the Rubicon in the seats. If you guys would like to come out and check out this particular model, this particular unit that we have out here, we are here at Metter Dodge, 9501 South Freeway. This is the first one of them that we have seen. We have several of the Willys Jeeps out here in a variety of colors and styles. And we also now have one of the Recons. So if you'd like to schedule time to come out and take a look at them in person, 682-228-0934. That's my direct line. You can get Rich the Truck Guy. We'll show you around, and I'll show you everything you want. If you want to look at something other than Jeeps, you want to look at cars, trucks, vans, whatever the case may be, I'll show you around. But yes, this is the new 2020 Jeep Rubicon Recon Edition.